Hey guys, welcome back to Nath SuperCoach for 2022. This is the round 5 review, round 6 preview. And if you listen closely, you'll hear the garbage truck that's emptying the bins around here. And looking at that season rank, maybe I'll have another addition to add to the rubbish truck as it departs. Look, 2,145. Season rank now of 33,024th, I should say. So that's a drop of 2,500 places. Yeah, look, not great. Not horrible. I have been in worse positions. I'm going to go to my team. That's where we sit, 2,145. It's less than last week. I'm sort of questioning, I'm really trying to work out what's going wrong here, because I'm looking at my side, and in most normal years, I mean, look, Crisp, Short, Ridley, Whitfield, that's a pretty good defence. Let's take this week, for example. I had McRae score 153 as captain. That's a damn good captain score. I've got three really strong midfielders over the last 3 years: McRae, Neal and Miller. I've got four defenders. I've got my two rucks, Set and Forget, and I've got four primos in the forward line. All right. I've got all the right rookies. I've got Dacos. I have Will Brodie. I have Jason Horne-Francis. I've had Rochelle that have been gaining a lot of money for me. I've got Hayes, Nick Martin. All right, I've got Canelio, got him at 200,000. He's now at 5, averaging 97. So I'm thinking, what's going wrong here? I'm really sort of I'm questioning what's going wrong. Where are the wheels falling off the bus, so to speak? And all I can really gather is that it's the analogy of when it rains, it pours. I think it's a case of Jaden Short scoring 56 in the same week that Brodie Grundy scored 53. So if they had both scored 100, okay, as what they were at least averaging, that would be another 100 points to my total. Okay, so it would have been 2,245. I probably would have gone up a few ranks with that. So that's the only thing I can really think of. I've gone through the list. I've got all the good rookies. I've got pretty good primos. I've got a 4 primo defence. Okay, now you could argue whether Ridley and Whitfield are performing like primos. But anyway, that's where we find ourselves. And just got to keep going. It's a long year. I'm going to play the long game again. I'm not going to do anything rash this week. On the horizon, we have Clayton Oliver, who's going to drop a lot of money soon. He's got a really high break-even at the moment. I don't know what the actual number is, but it's relatively high, so he is going to drop some money. He's going to be what I'm going to bring in, what I'm going to try to bring in next week. So that's kind of where we sit. Crisp, Short, Ridley, Whitfield, not bad. Paddy McCartan, 68. Again, really pleased with Paddy McCartan. And he's made some good money for us, an average of 66. And O'Driscoll, 103. I've also seen some words about O'Driscoll potentially going through the midfield as well. So it looks like Longmuir is really happy with him, which is great. So then I've got Gibcus and De Koning just sitting on the bench making some money. We don't really have any more defensive rookies at this point in time that are going to be big money makers for us, apart from Nick Dacos and that, who's now got DPP status. There's a few that have now changed to DPP. Midfield, not bad. 64 from Rao. That was disappointing. And I think my Rao experiment is over. So I'm going to trade Matt Rao. This is what I'm going to do this week. So I've got 585,000 in the bank. I'm going to move Nick Martin into the midfield, which now gives me a forward to trade in. And I'm going to trade in Malcolm Roses, or Rosas. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. 130k. Clear that filter now. All right. 130. Yeah, so I'm going to complete that trade. That's the first one I'm going to make. Okay. So I've got 31 trades left, 455k in the bank. So I'm kind of a bit torn as to what I'm going to do here. With 455,000 in the bank, this could be a really good opportunity for me to get rid of some dud rookies. And on the chopping block is Kane Baldwin. I don't know if he will make Essendon's side, averaging of 29. He's pretty much a player that you want to give the flick to. So 123,000, that'll put me at 578,000, which I can just afford Petrarca with that. Just afford Petrarca, which won't leave me much for next week in terms of money. So I'm going to have to be a bit creative next week if I want to bring in Oliver, for example. That will probably be a Jason Horne-Francis move. In fact, what I'm probably going to have to do is trade out Horne-Francis with that extra 200,000, which will give me 771,000, and I'm going to pick up Petrarca. That leaves me with 195,000 for next week. So if I want to downgrade, complete the trade first, confirm. Alright, so I've used the 5 trades so far. So essentially we're playing like a real SuperCoach year now, where we've got the 30 trades. I've got 195 in the bank. I don't mind that. I think I'll keep that. So next week I could potentially do the trade boost, and Baldwin's on the chopping block. I'll give Durden another week. I can actually loop him this week with Roses. And I'll give Dylan Stevens another week, and then he'll be given the flick as well. And I will probably potentially have to give Richello the flick as well, depending on how he scores. I want to keep Ward. He did quite well. So maybe even McCartan, depending on when they get to their break even, just to free up some cash. It also depends on the rookies that are around in the next week or two. I think Ben Hobbs from the Bombers is the best one that I can see on the radar if he holds his spot. It's, again, hard to know with Essendon at the moment what we're doing. So, yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to sit. Okay, so let's have a look at captains and vice-captains. Okay, so we have GWS and St Kilda on Friday night. Probably no one there I could put the VC on. I don't have Steele. I would have liked him, but he's 640,000, so I just couldn't afford him. Just can't bring him in at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to go McRae vice-captain against Adelaide, and that's in Ballarat. And Ballarat's probably the coldest place in the world. So I think McRae will just absolutely have a feast there. And at the moment, I can't see anyone else that will. Probably Lachie Neale against Gold Coast on Sunday. So I'll back McRae in as the vice-captain, and if he doesn't score well, then I'll put the captain on Lachie Neale against the Gold Coast. I don't know whether Miller will tag Neale. Not really sure on that one. And so that's probably how I'm going to set up their captains and vice-captains. Shall they take us? Okay, so in terms of this emergency loophole, now I mentioned this last week, and it didn't actually work due to the fixturing. However, this week it can work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop Roses with Durden. Okay, now what I'm going to do is the following. This relies on Baldwin not playing. Now, I'll probably come out and say that he won't play this week, and then he'll get picked, right? But if Baldwin doesn't play, one, he's a great captain's loophole. So is Williams as well. What we can do is put the emergency on Durden, because he plays first. He plays Saturday night against Freo. Let's say he scores 75. Okay? I then ask myself, okay, do I think Roses can get 75? If the answer is yes, then I'll probably play Roses on the field. If I don't think that Roses can score 75. Obviously, he's averaging 73.5, so logic dictates that he is capable of getting that score. If I don't think he can make it, what I'll do is I'll take Durden's score as the emergency. So I sub Baldwin on for Roses. Okay, so Baldwin doesn't play if he doesn't get picked. His score is 0. I get Durden's emergency. Okay, that's another way that you can kind of get two bites of a good rookie score. Okay, and there's probably another one. I'm going to take the emergency off Stevens because he probably won't play. I'm going to put it on Ward. Now Ward plays on Monday. He plays on Anzac Day as well. So again, I don't think that works on that one. And De Koning plays on Sunday afternoon. And there's probably no one I'd probably loop with him anyway because he's only scoring 48, averaging 49.5. All right, so that's where we sit, guys, going into round 6. Please let me know in the comment box below what trades you're making. And 30 trades left, 195k in the bank. Sitting okay. We're going to probably have to do some upgrades in the next few weeks, but that, of course, depends on our rookies. All right, good luck for round 6.